It's Friday, March the 10th, 2017, and this is your Barbados Today evening update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, the Friendly Stewart administration has agreed to expand the threshold for Bajan students who can qualify for free university education. The announcement was made this afternoon at a press conference by Principal of the Cayfield campus of the University of the West Indies, Professor Eugene Barito, following the campus's annual council meeting. Saying that the introduction of tuition fees has had a degree of psychological scarring on people, Barito disclosed that between semester 2014 and 2016, there was a 21% decline in student enrollment.
If you come from a household with income of up to $25,000 right now, and you're Barbadian, the government pays the whole tuition fee. But that is not known. If your household income is between $25,000 to $40,000, the government pays half. I wrote to the Minister of Education and asked to raise the threshold to $35,000. And he indicated this morning that it is approved. We haven't had the official correspondence, but he indicated it is approved. So that the numbers have been declining, but in a lot of persons' mind, they cannot come because they don't have the money.
Police have arrested and charged a 38-year-old St. Michael man with trying to break into an ATM machine located on the compound of Carlton and A1 supermarket on Black Rock, St. Michael in the wee hours of this morning. Pictures of a damaged machine and a man left tied up in the car park went viral on social media. Now, Anderson Reed of Woodstock Road, Spoonersill in St. Michael is facing a charge of criminal damage to the machine belonging to Republic Bank and will appear in the District A Magistrates Court tomorrow. And police say that around 6:45 a.m., they responded to a report of a man committing damage to an ATM on the Carlton and A1 compound. When they arrived, two men who were carrying out maintenance in the area handed over the accused to them. The ruling Democratic Labour Party is calling on Barbadians to boycott tomorrow's March of Disgust organized by the opposition Barbados Labour Party. In a separate interview with Barbados Today following a DLP news conference this morning, General Secretary George Pilgrim has asked citizens not to take part in the march, which is protesting government's handling of the economy. Pilgrim went so far as to accuse the Mayor Motley-led opposition of paying people to attend but insulting those who refuse. Earlier at the same event to launch the party's e-fax card, Pilgrim noted that the protest march was all part of the opposition's campaign to undermine the image of brand Barbados.
The opposition has developed a campaign of fear and corrosion, which has as its ultimate objective the undermining of the image of the brand Barbados. We don't believe Barbadians should be burdened by fear in their daily lives. The party councils accept the importance of facts, which allows for our people to have a clear appreciation of what this party has delivered to Barbados. And today, I want to officially announce the launch of our e-fax, upon which the Democratic Labour Party shall be sensitizing Barbadians to the truth of what has been occurring in our country.
The DAP General Secretary also all but dismissed the latest downgrade by Moody's, which suggests that the government was likely to default on its external loans. Without naming any international agency, Pilgrim said that government cannot bend to the dictates of external institutions and destroy lives of families.
This party stands committed to ensuring that we keep people employed and the maintenance of our social services. The very same thing the Barbados Labour Party is protesting and marching against is exactly what we are trying to do. We are complaining about declining social services, education and paying for education services, etc. And this is exactly what this government is fighting to maintain and keep intact. We cannot bend to the dictates of external agencies and just seek to destroy families and lives.
The Barbados government is being asked to consider approving construction company Preconco and two of its products for fiscal incentives. A notice to this effect has appeared in the February edition of the Official Gazette. It gives notice that the Minister of Industry, International Business, Commerce and the Small Business Development, Donville Innes, was about to be asked to consider whether to approve Preconco and the products, piles and portoframe buildings. Any person wanting to object was asked to do so in writing to the ministry by the 23rd of last month. The man behind Preconco, Mark Maloney, declined to comment, and Minister Donville Innes could not be reached. In sport, the latest ICC ODI rankings are out, with West Indies' Sunil Narain at number 2 in the top 20 bowlers. The only other West Indian bowler in those rankings is Captain Jason Holder at position 15. South Africa's Imran Tahir is the number 1 ODI bowler. Meanwhile, England's 3-0 win over the West Indies at Kensington Oval yesterday sees it gaining 1 point to reach 108 points, but it remains in 5th position. The West Indies also remains in 9th position, but the result means it is now 5 points behind Pakistan's tally of 89 points, making its task of qualifying directly for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019 stiffer. The top ODI team is South Africa.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Let me step up, Corey fed up. And we marching now, Corey fed up.
I am ready to march. Every day there is another issue that this government doesn't know how to solve. They keep piling on the taxes, but yet taking away your benefits. The roads, the water problems, the garbage pile-ups, the downgrades, the Prime Minister's silence. I am just fed up and ready to march.
Fed up of them? Then step up if you're fed up. March 11th from Jubilee Gardens. The march starts at 4 p.m.
Get your paper, get your paper. Only $2.25, $2.20. Who? For what? That's Bear Stale News. I don't read about that from Barbados today since last night. That can't only care do. $2.20. Who?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We are back with news from the region now. Some 397,000 Jamaicans will not be paying income tax from the 1st of next month. This is one of the measures announced in this year's budget presented by Finance Minister Audley Shaw.
Finance Minister announced to the country that the budget will be moving up from $710 to $715 billion. And to finance that, he has announced some new tax measures. First of all, the income tax threshold will be increasing to, on April 1, 2017, to $1.5 million Jamaican dollars. That means that the first $125,000 each month of a person's income will be tax-free. And with that increase, it means now 397,000 people will now pay no income tax. It leaves now 72,000 people on the income tax, which means that we are moving in the direction to get the income tax, the direct taxes off and move to indirect taxes. But financing that will take new revenue measures.
And on the international scene, European leaders are preparing for formal Brexit negotiations to begin within days should Theresa May trigger Article 50 next week. EU leaders meeting in Brussels were told to prepare for the possibility that Britain could trigger talks as early as next Tuesday, with formal gathering on April the 6th, penciled into the response to Britain's formal letter of notification.
Well, first of all, let me be very clear. There was only ever one Margaret Thatcher. But if it comes to the issue of of the comments about paying money into the European Union, Boris is clear and I'm clear that when people voted on the 23rd of June for us to leave the European Union, they voted for us in the future not paying huge sums of money into the European Union every year. And of course, when we leave the EU, that will be the case.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.